Been told earlier that Governor Hickenlooper might be making an appearance. It sounds like that is the helicopter right now that we are waiting for the governor. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to you as we await his arrival and what he has to say about the Waldo Canyon fire.
I thought that I would get in on the fun, so I'm actually here peddling the power for an off-the-grid concert.
Of all the sights and sounds coming out of the Mountain Shadows rebuild right now, the most constant one is the sound of helicopters in the air. It's a reminder that they're dropping mulch on the Waldo Canyon burn scar. Now police are going to be working here at the Dovetree Apartments for the next few hours, trying to pinpoint, trying to figure out who was in charge of that gun when it discharged and hit a 2-year-old child in the chest.
It is a shame that we don't have smell-o-vision going on right now because the aroma that is coming out of these roasters is to die for. And if the chilies don't knock you on your feet, the heat coming out of the propane roasters definitely will. So after watching today's circuit, I thought that I would get in on the fun. So I'm actually here peddling the power for an off-the-grid concert. It's all for the after party of today's Stage 5 USA Pro Challenge. Now, riders started their morning at 10:50 in Breckenridge before making their way through Woodland Park and finally, obviously, downtown Colorado Springs, finishing at Pikes Peak and Tejon. The 118-mile trek was one of the fastest so far, with cyclers finishing the course in 4 hours. It's a really, now you've still got about 3 hours to make your way down here to Acacia Park to come and celebrate with the rest of the community. Pedaling my way through Acacia Park, I'm Sade Malloy.
It's graduation day for the 2012 class of the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, and the final step in getting that coveted diploma. While your college commencement represents 4 years worth of work, for Melissa Lucero, it's the end of a 23-year process.
The journey stopped when he came into my life. I figured I could finish the journey as he was starting to go on with his own life.
In 1988, Melissa was a pregnant first-year California community college student, but eventually dropped down to work full-time. And while her studies took a break, she was never far from a college campus. She started working at UCCS in 2010.
You may switch the tassel.
And was determined to graduate, this time with her son.
I saw her go back to school while I was still in high school, so she'd come home late after working full-time as well. So, you know, to see her get this far is really, really amazing.
Melissa has spent the past 2 years cramming, taking a full course load, squeezing classes into her lunch break, working 40 hours a week, all while caring for her 5 children.
It was pretty important to me, and I stuck with it, even though there were many times I just wanted to give up and say, you know what, this is getting just too hard.
Melissa Lucero.
But she pushed through and never let her hard days ruin years worth of work.
Thank you.
And Friday, she's celebrating her accomplishment, taking a picture to document the journey that started and ended with her son. For the inmates housed at the El Paso County Jail, this is how their time starts. Shoes off, chains removed, metal detector, and strip search. But what used to be the standard protocol in safety was putting inmates and staff at risk.
Knives, scissors, razor blades, and again, you would be surprised of the individuals that would put those type of items in their mouth.
Metal detectors and physical searches were limiting and making it difficult to catch inmates who were ingesting or concealing contraband, creating a dangerous and possibly deadly environment for inmates and deputies.
And it's not just weapons they're worried about during intake. I can tell you that 2 weeks before the body scanners were up and running, one inmate swallowed 3 bags of meth the size of my fingers, putting himself at risk.
Look down at the black dot and hold your shoe underneath hand facing forward.
So the El Paso County Jail eliminated strip searches. For the past 3 months has been using a body scan which provides both an internal and external check for all types of contraband that could be concealed in the body, on the body, or on clothing.
Specifically, our concern is to harm a deputy, and that may be their intent. They know they're going to jail. They don't want to go to jail, and they may use that.
Once an inmate has undergone a full body scan through the Secure Pass, an image will appear, highlighting any possible security issues. It's so detailed you can see the metal rods used in a leg surgery.
It's definitely more thorough as far as cavity searches or that kind of thing. There's going to be nothing coming into the jail anymore.
Keeping the jail clean and contraband free is the goal, because you never know if an inmate will resort to extreme measures.